Okay, hello everybody. It's Advent season again, and it brings to mind some of the reasons why we celebrate Christmas and what the whole story is about. And in my mind, there's times when we had good parties before my wife became Rosemary Swartz. She was Rosemary Meager. And if you know the Meager family, Thelma and Jake would run some pretty good parties at Christmas time and Thanksgiving. And I don't remember if it was Thanksgiving or if it was Christmas, but either one, they were identical in a lot of ways. Big family get together with friends, and we'd all meet and have a good meal. And I was dating Miss Rosemary at the time. And so I come in and I noticed that her brother Gary has a platter instead of a dish, and he was filling it up. So I asked for a platter too because I didn't want to miss out on any of the good stuff that was all around the table. So here I am filling up my platter, and the boys were meeting downstairs in the living room where Jake had a fire going in the fireplace, wood burning stove that he had. And so I'm coming downstairs, and Rosemary has a plate. She's coming down behind me, and we go to sit at the table. And Gary's sitting there. He's already eating on his big platter, and I set my big platter down. And Red Meager was sitting in. I was sitting in between them. So when Red Meager came, he said, "Here, I'll make room for Rosie to sit down here too." And Rosie said, "Well, I'm eating upstairs." And he says, "What's that plate for?" And he says, "That's for him." So the beauty of that was I looked over at Gary, and he looked at me and said nothing at all, just stared at me like, I guess this guy's going to challenge me. So he had to go back upstairs and get more to fill his plate. Now, these are good times. And, I knew right then at that time I was going to be able to fit in with that family. So family's important this time of year, and it's good to meet and greet. And this year's going to be a little different with COVID. So any way you can, just stay with the family and be close. But then, one of my favorite songs that I like to listen to every year is from that well-known gospel group, that quartet, the Oak Ridge Boys. They have a song that they call An Inconvenient Christmas. And there's 4 or 5 stanzas where the family has a grandpa that set up a Christmas tree that caught on fire and burned down his house. So they had to move from the farm into the one guy's house and the family, and they had a storm come through and they had car trouble, and all this inconvenience was very unfortunate. But he said the most inconvenient Christmas was the first one. And that's where Mary and Joseph about to start a family, and they were very inconvenient. And they were inconvenienced because they were into a manger instead of an inn. They had to deal with a lot of adversity, and Mary, not really knowing what's going to happen next, gives birth to what turns out to be the greatest Christmas present of all time too. So God gave that present to us. He gave it to me. He's given it to you. And if you believe on Him and you understand why He gave that gift, then you truly understand what the Christmas season is all about. And I pray that all of you and me will come to get stronger in that belief and realize just how important that precious gift is. Thank you.